New tonight at 10, from the day of a double murder in 1996 to Ricky Kidd's conviction and fight for freedom, KSHB 41 has shared this story. Now he's writing a new chapter, starting at the same place that changed his life forever. Ricky Kidd's journey to this room started in 1996.
Neighbors heard several gunshots fired. They're looking for one or more suspects.
He was found guilty of first-degree homicide. In the years since, we've shared his fight for freedom here on KSHB 41.
Just keep hoping that somebody somewhere along the chain of authority will do the right thing.
And in August 2019,
I've dreamed for this day over the past 23 years, and it's finally here.
Kidd was exonerated and released.
I was nowhere near this crime, had nothing to do with this crime.
So why is he back in the Jackson County Courthouse, the same building where he was wrongly convicted?
I've been around some of you.
He's hosting a lunch and learn for Jackson County prosecutors.
I wanted to start with the prosecutor's office, Dia, because they are on the front line. They're on the front line. If an injustice is taking place that is causing a wrongful conviction, it is through a DA's office or a circuit attorney's office.
Ricky Kidd was convicted of murder in 1997, sentenced to life without parole. Some of the factors included official misconduct, false accusation or perjury, and an inadequate legal defense. His session covers all of it.
Most people who work here get into it to make sure they're helping the community, to keep the community safer. And, Mr. Kidd is an example of a consequence of doing our job poorly, of making mistakes that really affect not only the wrongfully convicted person, but can leave someone who did commit the crime unpunished. And so, yeah, it's incredibly valuable.
I think it's extremely powerful, and it's important because prosecutors, I think as Mr. Kidd said, it's not just about situations in which you know that the person is innocent and you're making those choices. Those choices should be easy and they should be apparent to prosecutors, but it's also making sure that your integrity and your ethics hold in difficult choices where you may believe the person is good for it, but the evidence doesn't support it. And I think Mr. Kidd's presentation helps us draw that line.
Since 1989, 56 people have been exonerated in Missouri. 42 of those cases included official misconduct. In Kansas, there have been 16 exonerations, 10 with official misconduct. Nationally, out of more than 3,000 exonerations since 1989, more than half involved official misconduct.
I think it puts a realness to the situation that maybe you don't really have before.
Kidd believes, much like his wrongful imprisonment, change starts here.
It means a lot to me that Jean Peters Baker had saw that there was an issue, not that their office is running rampant with wrongful convictions, but that she saw enough to say, you know what, we can do better, we can do more.
The goal is to take this training program across the country. Prosecutors in attendance today would recommend it to other offices like theirs.
I would tell them to absolutely do it. I think that Mr. Kidd is just one of the examples that we know of in which they give trainings like this. But as much training as anybody can have about bias and understanding when those things kick in your decision making, especially in the criminal justice system, it's an absolute necessity.
It's also an absolute dream for Ricky Kidd.
Sometimes it's surreal. But I also feel, Dia, that I'm walking in purpose on purpose.
One of the attorneys during Q&A asked if Kidd is willing to do trainings for local police departments, for example, and he said absolutely. His goal is to lead these trainings, not just here in Kansas City, but across the country.